everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's another week. We are up in Mankato. It's Easter week, and it is Tuesday of Easter week. So a couple days from now, I'll be down in Windham celebrating Easter. And but today we're off to Harbor Freight. They have a drill that we can use that is on sale, so I'm going to go save some money and replace my drill finally that has been out of whack since I was down in Arizona. And we're going to need a drill because I'm going to rebuild the whole kitchen space and do a whole kind of revisit on the van early this spring. And while we're also working on the storage unit going forward and resolving where the trailer's going to be moving to. I've got all kinds of things and all kinds of ideas of what we're going to do and where we're going to go. But for right now, we are off to Harbor Freight and to get a deal on a drill so we can continue to do our building and moving in and settling and so forth. I've done a bunch of drawing. I've got some ideas of what I want to do. It's going to lighten the weight. It's going to lighten the weight in the van and make things a little bit more organized. Instead of a bunch of little drawers, we're going to have a couple bigger drawers that are organized inside, but not a bunch of little stuff everywhere. So that's the goal, I think, overall. There's more to it than that, but that's what we're going to do. So anyway, we are off to Harbor Freight. Here we go. Alright, we're off to go see what kind of deals we can find in Harbor Freight. Here we go. Wrap our heads around that for a minute and see what we're talking about here. So that was that. We got a drill. Hercules. Hercules. Drill. So we are off and running. I know I have everything I need. they're saying something about it having a 5-year warranty in there. And I know that I bought my last Hercules before 2021. So I don't know. We'll have to take a look. Maybe 5-year warranty, that's a good thing. Maybe I just take it back and exchange it for a power driver. Or they have a router in there. They also have a sawzall in there and a circular saw. But we have those things. They're just not Hercules and they're not battery powered and so forth. So anyway, got a little more running to do around today, and I don't know if I'm heading back to St. James to the trailer tonight or today yet. We'll see. I'm not in any rush. It's a half hour, 40 minutes away from me, so we can head that way whenever we want, if we want. Like I said earlier, it's Tuesday of Easter week, so I want to be around my home church this weekend so I can go to church on Thursday and Friday and then Sunday morning. So that's the plan. Like I said, I'm going to be getting the tape measure out here in a little bit once I get back and write down some measurements of the existing drawers we have in here and how high everything is off the floor. How high can we go before we start cutting the main door off? Anyway, we'll get into it when we get there. Till then, peace. Well, hey everybody. So this is what we're going to be doing here. We're going to get some measurements. It's kind of dark in here, but I've been doing some planning of reworking this whole space in here for lighting, to lighten it up and take some weight out of it. And also, this is what I mean by a lot of small little drawers with a lot of stuff in it. I think I would rather have some bigger drawers and have it a little bit more organized within the drawers than every little thing having a little place. It's driving me crazy. So first things first, I want to get a measurement of the 3-drawer dressers that I have that I'm thinking will just move into this whole design idea as a foundation. But to do that, we need some measurements. So I'm looking to replace this file cabinet and this countertop with lighter material. So Alright, that's the measurements we have. I'll show you some drawings maybe later on. Talk to you later. So I just want to show everybody how pouty one can become when he stays at the apartment with mom and niece. It's good to be home, huh, bud? Hi, lovely. For those of you that are new to the channel, his name is Sebastian Cabot. He's an old English sheepdog. He's my best friend. And we're Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We've been busy for a couple of days. It is Good Friday of Easter week, and we got a project plan for today. I'm going to show you a few things that I've been doing. I should have had the camera on, but you know me, I'm new to this, I'm just starting to learn. So I'm going to walk you through that real quick, and then we're going to also grab that new drill that I bought the other day out of where it was residing, and I've got few things, so I'm gonna just take you along with me today. We're gonna take a walk. Bashy's right here. Oh, that's a terrible view. Bashy's right here. He wants to go out. And yep, we are still over by St. James, Minnesota. Things aren't opening up until around May 1st. So we are taking advantage of being here. So I want to just show you something here. This whole area, I took this pedestal out here and took the board off and put fabric on it, and put this webbing up so that when Bash gets up in here, there's a little bit of safety for him when it comes to, he fell off of here once in the middle of traffic down to the floor, and it's about a 22-inch drop. So this was not a cool thing for him or for me, but mostly for him. So there's a good look of it. Just get back far enough so you can see. Yeah. So that whole area right there now is screwed down and fabric, and the webbing back here is from the header to the platform, and I'm liking that. It's feeling good. It's got plenty of space. It doesn't look that big, but it really is, you guys. And he really does love being able to get up and look around and look out the windows and so forth. So yeah, it's all got pillows all right around it and so forth. So cockpit's coming together pretty good, I think. And we've got other things in mind to get done, especially in the trailer. Remember the other day? So yeah, I'm in the van. But you remember the other day, I got talking about putting a work surface in and reworking some of the trailer parts. And now that I have this drill from Harbor Freight purchased and back in my life, I can actually get some projects done. So I am gonna do that, and I remembered to turn the camera on this time, so I'm gonna take you along. Let's step outside the van here, go around the back, open it up, and get our tools out here. So there's our home as it sits a lot of the time in an L shape. We like that. We either like it over here or on this side. It gives us full access to the van and what's happening in there, along with what's going on in the trailer. So I have some information about the trailer, to be honest with you, and like location of where I'm going to move it to and stuff. Denise and I have owned a lot that we bought back in like 2003. And it's in Windham. It's on the very edge of Windham. And it goes along with a house that we used to own. And we'd bought the house with that lot, and then we'd bought the house next door, or the lot next door. And we've got arborvitae and birch trees planted all over it, but it is property that we own. And that's where I'm going, May 1st. I've already proven to myself down in Arizona that my solar system is adequate enough to give us the power we need to have all the electricity we need. And propane runs everything else in my life. So I'm used to being on an every 2 to 3 weeks to go dump my tanks and get fresh water. So that's not anything new. It gets things moved and so forth. So I had mentioned that to a couple of my sisters, and one of them reported back to me almost immediately saying, "Hey, Lisa, I think somebody's cutting trees down on that lot you own. What is the chances of that?" I mean, we bought it in 2003. We moved away from that house in like 2005, 6. And it's just sat there, and everybody's just left it alone. Nobody's done anything. And now all of a sudden somebody's cutting trees. So I went over, got a phone number, a guy came over. We had a conversation about how this is my property, and I know how you can think that it's yours, but it's not. You got to stop cutting my trees and so forth. And then my plan of coming back to Windham with the trailer and moving back there on a seasonal basis to have a place in Minnesota that I can be and be safe and not have to pay anybody else to be there. So, in that conversation, there was talk about, well, would you sell it to us? And I'm open to that, but at the same time, the more days that pass and the closer I get to May 1st, the more I'm not really all that convinced that I want to sell it. It's a piece of land that I own. I have been paying property taxes on it forever. It's paid in full. There's nothing owed on it. So I'm not going to be so quick to say, sure, get along with your neighbor and sell the property, because I could use a place to be. I could use a home to be. So anyway, we're going to get going on the project that we want to do. We have church later on tonight. It's Good Friday, like I said earlier. So I'm going to be going over to church in Windham from here. But I want to get something done here today, and I'm going to keep you along so you can see it. Anyway, so here is the process of getting to my tools. In this kit is all solar related, energy related parts. And we'll get to all of that too, because I have built a full solar powered generator, 6-hour battery, amp hour battery with all the bells and whistles. And I did that before I even thought I was going to share this much on YouTube. So that's all solar power and electric related stuff. This is the toolbox that I was looking for about 3 videos ago. If you missed that, make sure that you give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and put your notifications on so that you know when I upload a video. And if you see things like you have seen in the past videos where I walk right past something that I'm calling a toolbox, and some of you people see that, just put the comments below saying, "Hey, Lisa, if it was a snake, it would have bitten you." So anyway, that's the toolbox that I was looking for. In here is all of our water stuff for the trailer, hoses and filters and so forth for potable water to be done. And this is now all the rest of my tools. Blades, screws, and a beautiful, and a beautiful new power drill. And that's what we're looking for. These are bits and impact driver bit set and drill bits for the Hercules. I like the blue. The longer you hang out with me, the more you're gonna understand that I am not a label as much junkie as I am what's it look like junkie. And this is blue, my favorite color. I am not going to choose red tools. You can't make me. And the yellow ones I could be talked into, but wow, so expensive. Hey Bart, how are you, buddy? How are you? Yeah, we're busy doing stuff. Yes, we are. So that's what I'm looking for. All of this is going to be okay, just sitting out here till we get back. So let's go inside and I'll show you what I'm doing. Sebastian's over there, sitting in the shade, and the people are back that own this place, and they're doing their thing. So let's go in and do ours. All right. Welcome to the trailer, everybody. All right, I think that's a pretty good shot. Scoot by, you guys. Got you by the front door, and we've got some stuff to do here, and I've already started. I'm going to move this oven, this oven up above the refrigerator, and make this more of a work surface for the artist in me, I guess, is how we're gonna put it. So I've already started kind of taking stuff away and moving stuff around and getting things ready. I want to take this surface and move it over and put it back down, and then I've got another piece of let me show you. This is a drawing board. As I think I've said in the past, I went to college and right after high school, and I was an art major, youth ministry minor. Come on in, Barn. Hi, Barn. How are ya? Come on in. And part of me being an art major, there was a list, like book list, that you would get for all of your other classes. But for the art degree, it was another whole list of art supplies that we had to have. We had to buy it. It had to be a part of it. So one of the things was a drawing board. And I've had this board since 1982, the fall of 82, first year in college. And of course, it's been with me for since. And it is now 2025. So you guys do the math. I'm an art major. I'm not going to do that for you. But it's 40 plus years. So the back side of it has been the most abused side. There is actual, wood missing from it and pulled and stuff. It is a hard, solid drawing board. So I am going to put that on this surface over here and build a creative station from there. But first of all, we got to get this one up and moved over and rebuild our sink area, which we're also going to be using with art supply type storage. So 2-in-1, that's a good thing in nomad living. When one thing can be used for two different things, that's brilliant. So anyway, that's what we're going to do. So I've already got this all unplugged. We're going to move that over, and you're going to see how do I get this to happen? How do I, don't spill it. Don't. Hot glue, best friend of a nomad person's life. Hot glue. And you're going to see me get it out later on when we're doing all this. But what's nice about it is, see that? It just takes a pop and it lets go, and, but it holds on too at the same time. So, all right, let's go. Let's move. Let's walk around. I'll show you another thing that I worked on here, since we got to go around and get what we need from it. So we're going to go around to the utility hatch again. And because back here I mounted yesterday, spent some time. Okay. That fell earlier when I was taking stuff down. But here we are. Hi. This is inside the house. Utility hatch. Right? So this blanket is an electric blanket. And I had that wrapped around my water jugs here. There's 6-gallon water jugs, Igloo. And my water system is basically, I put a receiver in the cap of the bottle, and then I run a water tube up to a USB rechargeable pump spigot that I have cut a hole in a a chopping board, and did some PVC stuff. So anyway, that's my drinking water. This is all my clean drinking water. What goes into the trailer is potable for the most part all the time, but I use it just for my bathroom uses and my kitchen cooking, because I know that it's going to get boiled and so forth. So anyway, back to why we're back here at the utility channel or closet entry space, is that I took my 12-volt drill battery and got it in back here. So we need this battery pack in order to do some of the work that we're wanting to do. So we will get back to this. I'm going to leave this hose out on the ground, but we're going to shut this door because we're going to be building to it. So, hi, bud. Look at you right here. What are you doing? Hi. All right, let's go back in here. Since we got the power to the drill, we can actually do what we are intended on doing. All right. All right. So now that we've got the battery in here, we'll get this onto the power drill, and we need power bit to remove, to back off these screws that's holding this platform down. This is what went wrong on my last drill. The chuck got all out of sequence, and I couldn't use it for a drill. I could only use it to put about to this size for, a screwdriver, and when you need a drill and a little tiny bit to do pilot holes, that's what you need. So it's been in my way of getting things done, but not anymore. We got a fresh player here. Now the question is going to be, there's another one in here somewhere. Where is it? Oh, you know what I've got? I've got hooks on the back side in the utility closet that's holding up a backpack, and I bet that's what's holding up this whole board from moving. That's exactly what it is. So we gotta go back outside quick, because we will be reworking that also, because that backpack will not fit any other place but there. So let's go back outside quick. Walk around here. Hey Bubba, what you doing, buddy? Huh? All right. Set you guys up right here. Yeah, that'll work. All right. So yes, blanket. It rained last night, so that's what the dripping is about. I'm gonna take this tank out. So we're gonna want to move these. These hooks will want to be moved. Yep, that's what it is. So we might take a minute and rework all this too here. If that's the case, I'm going to need some screws. I'm going to run around and do that quick. Hey! Alright, so let's see which one of these has the most options. Alright, coming back around. Alright, coming back around. Hey, Dow. He's back over here by the van now. He doesn't get far away from me. He just doesn't want to be right by me. He is his own person, if you want to put it that way. Okay. So, with that being said, boy, we might even be moving this guy yet over here. So, let's just wait on all of this. I don't think anything is necessarily needing to be plugged in right now. So, we're going to unplug all this. I have a toaster and an egg maker, you know, a hard-boiled egg maker, little, and then the power to that. So, okay. All right. First things first. Let's get our this where we think we might want it. Because I'm thinking about right there, and that will, yep. Okay, let's go around to the inside again here. And, hi, Bubba. Hey, Sebastian. Cutie patootie. Up into the house again. Because I want to take a look at where this other surface might live. From saying that. Hold on. This is going to have to give us some space here. We've got some gluing down anyway, so this is a good time for this project. See, and then I'm thinking that this one will lay right in here. About right in there. And this is then, now the question is, do we keep it out to here? I don't think so, guys. Because this is such valued space here that I don't think we should do it though, because you know, because of the drinking station being what it is, that's gonna stay kitcheny up to that point. So I'd much rather have this be a part of that than a part of. Alright, I think we've made up our minds, to be honest with you. So we will be reworking those screws to work right back there and off of that other board. Wow, that was scary, everybody. No worries. So I think this is what we're gonna do, you guys. This is where we're gonna put it. Let's not have it sitting out too far, because it is just a utility space. So let's put some screws in. We've made up our minds. We will build from there. But I'm thinking we should go. Let's put it down. Make the decision and do it. Line up this front edge. And let's put it down. So, you 3 balls, you 3 balls. That did it. That was my bit falling. Don't have any chuck on it. That's securely on. Right, let's go around. I'm thinking what we should do is get a bit that will help us put those hooks where we want them to be now without a lot of sweat. Other bit out with us. So what's cool about this is that there's a little space right here that will hold our screwdriver bit. And then we will grab our screws to come with us. First things first. Alright. Let's go rearrange those hooks up here. And get our utility once and for all. So, here he's out doing something. He's always doing something. Which is fine. So am I. Alright. Make sure. Yes. Well, everybody, I've been busy all afternoon. We've got a ton done. Woo! Let me turn the camera around. Let you see what the house looks like now. It's back together. So up in here is now where I've put the oven and stuff. So it's all plugged in and everything. Just and none of that is permanent, so it can all be alleviated and pulled out and used anytime. And then down in there is the new surface space. And let me see here. So yeah, here's how it all kind of came together. The water spigot up here. And we've got a nice work surface right in here. And everything's got a spot, and I'm very happy about where we are and everything. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it here. Sounds like our landlords I might be leaving, and my dog is outside, so I gotta run. We're gonna leave it here for now. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Any questions or comments, leave them below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Turn on your notifications so you see each and every one of the uploads that I put up. Thanks, you guys. I really appreciate you watching and following along and coming along with all this madness. Till then, I gotta go chase a dog. What's new? Talk to you later. Peace.